practicing, getting ready for a quarterfinal. Just how does it feel to be one of the last 8 standing and still competing for a state championship?
Anytime you're practicing during Thanksgiving, it's been a hell of a season. So, proud of our guys, the way they battled, they prepared week in, week out. We had some ups and downs early in the year, but the last few weeks, our guys have really been doing things the right way. Locked in, having great practices and executing Friday nights.
I guess, what has it been, or was there a moment, a game, a week, whatever, where it started to kind of seem like it was clicking and getting back to this point?
I feel like it's been all year long. We've been getting better each week. Week 1 we weren't as good as we were week 2, not as good as 3, so forth, so on. Hopefully week 13 we're better than we were week 12. If we're playing week 14, we need to be better week 14 than 13. So I feel like our guys have just progressed week in, week out, and have just done the little things the right way.
Going into this bracket as obviously the reigning state champs with a 9 seed, and so probably could fly under the radar in some ways for folks that aren't paying great attention. What has been kind of your messaging to the team in terms of just mentality to have this time of year and how to approach some of those things?
It's been the same thing all year long. Everyone likes to talk about defending state champs. That was last year's team. These guys, they were part of that. They made a huge contribution to that. But this year's team, we want to be the 2025 football team. And that's what we're focused on getting better every single day so the 2025 team can have a chance to repeat. Last year was amazing, and these guys had a huge part to do with it. But this year's team, we're trying to set our own name in the history books.
What, I guess, similarities from a year ago in terms of standards and the expectations for what a team in this program needs to look like every year versus this team's own identity? How would you kind of describe who these guys are?
They come to work every day. They know what's expected of them. Every day is not perfect, but that's part of any sport, any team. Coach O gets our defense. They have great tempo, great attitude. Our DBs, we get lots of turnovers, interceptions, fumbles, all that kind of stuff. Offensively, we try to be hard-nosed football team. We try to protect the football, which we've done a great job of so far this year. And it's just that they know the standard, they know what we expect, and these guys expect it. They expected the younger guys, they expected their teammates, and they pushed them to do the things the right way.
LCA has been rolling this year. What kind of stands out about them that will be some of the challenges that are presented Friday night?
They're solid all the way across the board. There's no weak links out there. So going into it, we're going to play a great game and get some breaks here and there and protect the football and force some turnovers. They're a well-coached team. They're good athletes. They're good players. They're good all over the place. So we're excited about the challenge. We're looking forward to this game, and I think it'll be a great game.
It's one that I think is one of the marquee matchups around the state on Friday night, and it's one that y'all don't have to take too long of a trip to get to. What do you expect the atmosphere to be like?
I've coached over there a few times. I don't know if any of our guys have actually played there or coached there besides me, but it's going to be intense. They have a great crowd no matter what they're playing, playoff game, whatever. Like you just said, it's right down the road, so we should have a great crowd too. It's going to be a great atmosphere for a high school playoff game. So we're excited about it. We're looking forward to it, and we just can't wait to get out there and play.